Hello everyone, my name is Justin and welcome back to the Winnipeg Jets GM mode series. I do have an owner mode series. If you are interested, the link will be top of the description. Please check it out. Please subscribe. I really appreciate it. So here we are. I know it's been a few days. I've been having trouble finding time to record on the weekends, which is kind of crazy. You think I'd have a lot of time, but really, I can't record with a lot of my family in the house because they make too much noise. My mic picks up stuff. I need to soundproof somehow. The funds aren't exactly filled at the moment, but we are here. We're gonna keep trucking along. So I got a comment. We're at the trade deadline. Someone said we should rebuild, trade people with 1 year left, and I agree with that. I don't think by that I mean it's like they don't mean like we're a rebuilding squad. They mean, might as well get a better draft pick while we can. It's not like this is the start of a rebuild. It's kind of a mini rebuild. So we are going to trade people with 1 year left on their contracts. So I haven't done any pre-scouting, but let's see who's got 1 year left. Any of our goalies? Hillebuck and Pavlik has 1 year left. We'll see if any team is interested. Good goaltender depth. We want it to be a contender. The Sabres, perfect. Boom. I know with his stats, probably no one would actually sign. Actually, yeah, that really doesn't make sense to trade him. In real life, if he had the stats, no one would trade for him. This is a semi-realistic GM mode. So, let's see who we got. Jakob Troba, we want to keep him. I know he wants to trade in real life. And Ben Chariot, I kind of want to keep as well. Don't worry, we will trade some people. So Kovalchuk's the big fish that we're going to trade. We're not going to fleece a team. He's old. It's not like we're going to get 2 first-round picks because that wouldn't happen in real life. Columbus, not exactly the contender that we were looking for. Detroit, not quite there. Maybe we can give them to LA. They don't have the cap. It's LA. LA has a cap. So right now it's looking like the LA Kings. We could do Nashville, but that could bite us in the butt. I'd prefer it to be like the Rangers across the water. Not across the water. Across the conferences. Across the country. The border. So we'd say we take New York's first round pick. We can get a little bit more. I don't want to get I really don't know if I want to get the full potential that Kovalchuk has, just because that's kind of cheap. They don't have many prospects is the thing. But we could maybe get Gropp. Ryan Gropp, medium, top 9. Left wing power forward. A first and Gropp for Kovalchuk, that seems pretty fair to me. Trade accepted. We'll just best rosters for now. We got more trades to make. We are trading. Not really, because I believe there's only one other guy I want to trade. Drew Stafford would make sense to trade. We can send him to Ottawa. Hopefully get a second round pick. Prospects were pretty good on. They don't have a second round pick. So let's just... We can give him to the Blues, but that's helping a division now. I mean, do we really want to do that? The Bruins aren't good. The Blue Jackets. The Red Wings, maybe he can help them get a slightly better record. So we'll do Drew Stafford for the second round pick. We're going to have to get someone back, which actually I wanted to do on the last one. We need people to take their places. Steve Ott. Glendening. You can get Joe Vitale in a second. Trade rejected. Okay. I want the second. So what if we give him our fourth? Still not going to budge. Okay, we'll give him our third. We're going to take off the fourth. So Stafford and a third for Vitale and a second. They still don't want to do that. Oh, they don't want to take on his salary. So never mind. We don't even have to give him that. How do we remove like that? I was like, what the heck? We'll take on 500,000. Chris Forburn can come up. Trade accepted. Best roster. Let's see if there's anyone else we want to trade. If not, we're just going to finish the year and see how our squad ends up doing. Thorburn, not really worth trading. Centers, no one really worth trading. So that's going to be our trade deadline. A little bit of a busy trade deadline for us, but, you know, it had to be done. We weren't a contender. Those of you who are new to the series, we actually traded for Elikov. Not traded for him. Rather, we... Oh my gosh, these screens are so obnoxious. It's like trying to find stuff's annoying. We signed Elikov, hoping to be a contender. We ended up not being a contender, obviously, and now we're going into rebuild mode. That was the plan, that if Kovalchuk did not work out. Okay, I want to bring someone up here. Options, roster moves. The intention was always, I want to bring up Thorburn. That was always the intentions. Were to do that. I can't even talk. I'm getting slightly distracted. So who's scratched now? Hutchinson. I want Armia playing over him. Okay. So line A is staying on the third line. So is Ehlers. They're listed as third line scores. We're going to keep that together. We're going to go Wheeler with Scheifele and... What's Dana? Third line scorer. Yeah, we can put Dana there. That works. Actually, we'll do that. Now, we'll do that. At this point, doesn't really matter. I do want Hutchinson to get in there, and we will switch them to Hillebuck as our starter. Best lines for down there. And we're going to finish the season simulation right now. Let's get into this. I'm trying to be enthusiastic, but it just doesn't work with me. I don't know. I know I realize some of my videos, I'm kind of boring, kind of monotone in them. But you know what? I'm trying, at least. Let's just get this Timu Pulkkinen. Interesting. Top 9 potential. He could be a nice little pickup that we get. Yeah, oh, he's 25. Never mind. I didn't think he was that old. I thought he was like 22-ish. I'm just ready for hockey season to get started. I didn't want to best freaking lines it. Oh my gosh. And the fact that we have an injury already makes me think that maybe we have to change the injuries. I don't know if... Okay, no, we don't. Good. I was going to say, because I feel like sometimes when I reload into a game, it changes that back to 50. Or at least at the beginning of each season, it seems like it always does that. I don't know. But let's just get some simulating done. When what's-his-name comes back, we'll fix the lines to where we actually want them. I didn't realize we weren't at the actual trade deadline, but we were close enough. Actually, those aren't the lines I wanted. Oh my goodness. I just want to get into simulating and I keep having to freaking do stuff. It's kind of annoying. Okay. Can we just simulate the rest of the year? No injuries would be nice. Just get to the end of the year, do a little bit of a recap, and then we'll end the episode there. Obviously, we're not a playoff team, so the next episode will be the draft. Or I'll get your guys' opinion on who we should get. Up against Nashville, New Jersey. Let's just get some losses. We might as well get a better draft pick at this point. Okay, we're actually getting some wins magically. I do plan on starting a Madden series here in the near future. I don't know exactly what it's going to be yet, but I do want to do that. And I'm hoping once I do that, I know videos already aren't as often as I would like them to be. I'm hoping once I do that, I'll have a video out every single day. That was weird. It kind of didn't show any games, but there are games. Interesting. I hope you guys cannot hear the bug that keeps flying around buzzing, because I know my mic picks up everything. If it's not the dog snoring, it's something else. It's kind of insane. Yeah, it's really annoying me. Okay, so we finished the season 36-10, better than I thought, and better than I kind of wanted to, draft pick wise. But we're going to do a little bit of a recap. Chicago, of course, 116 points. This is year one. We'll look at the standings. How about that? For every NHL team. Chicago's number one. So we received Nashville's first round pick. Nashville ended up not making the playoffs. That's interesting. That Kovalchuk didn't help them make the playoffs. They had a good record. But I guess that's kind of good for us. So we are the fifth best team in the league. We have a decent chance of winning the lottery at this point. But the problem is, what if these three teams win the lottery, and that's going to move us back to 6th, 7th, 8th, I think would be 9th, 8 or 9. So that's not good. So we want to hopefully win the lottery, or have the three of the four teams in front of us win it, so our order doesn't change. Points wise, Blake Wheeler 68. Like I said, this game seems like people don't get as much points as they should. Little 54, Line 54, Shifley only 51. That's interesting. That's less than last year, which means we need a breakout year this year from him. Ehlers, this year, next year. You know what I mean. We're going to need a breakout year. Goalies. We all know what's his name. We all know, and they, okay, yeah, I guess I probably did best lines. So Hillebuck went 19 and 17. He might be our starter next year. He has medium starter potential. I'm hoping he'll be like an 84 next year. And Hutchinson's looking to be the backup, actually. He's 77 overall for some odd reason. Oh, he was scratched at one point. And because, okay, that's interesting. So he might not be. Never mind. Next episode we'll look at the awards. Let's see. There's other stuff we gotta do here. I just thought of something that I wanted to do, and now I can't think of what it was. Progress reports, though, we'll do these. Why the heck not? Shifley up to 89, Daniel to 83, Line to 82, Vermees dropped to 81. In the system, 59 to 71, Luke Green. He was, I don't know when he was drafted, but he was drafted pretty high, and he had a huge year. Spacek, Harking, some of our top 9 guys looking pretty good. Our low elite, Jake Morrissey, is now, it went from 80 to, or 78 to 82. He's ready for the NHL next year. A lot of these guys grew, man. Holy moly. I think a defensive prospect might not be the worst. I know our decor is pretty good for the future. But let's see. Maybe we actually should get a forward. How did our AHL squad do? Which team are we? I should know this. Okay, we are 42. Our AHL squad's really good. That's important. A lot of them guys are going to get some growth. I want to look at contracts. Let's see where our prospects kind of run off. So we're not including Blake Wheeler in our long-term future plan. So when I say future, I mean like 4 or 5 years. So our first line is going to be Shifley, Line, potentially Ehlers, but we can't bank on that low elite. So maybe we should try to draft a first line left wing for Shifley and Line. Because then we'll have Ehlers. Let's see, do we have anyone in the system who's elite? Okay, Morrissey. So that's going to be our first line in the future. Let's say we draft someone. Let's say Ehlers caps out at like 86. Then our second line will be Ehlers, maybe Dano, Peaton's a possibility. So we could use another forward prospect in that kind of area. Maybe Armia, but he's kind of old. Okay, let's talk about our defensive future, not including Bufflin. We're talking long term. Bufflin's 32. So Troba, hopefully, he'll be a top 2 guy. Myers is young enough we can say he'll be the second pairing. So Troba, Morrissey. See, we can use a defensive prospect as well, too, a top 4 defenseman. But we have 2 first-round picks. I think we should try to get a first-liner, a definite first-liner, medium elite. I know there's a few of those in the year 1 draft. Let's actually have a look at the scouting. So I think we should have some plans and some backup plans here. Scouting. View all. I don't want all in the region. How? Can we not look at scouted players? Oh, right there. Scouted players. List of all scouted players. So this is everyone. But it doesn't, does it tell us, okay, by potential? So it doesn't tell us when they're really going to go. That does not help us at all. But I know Comtois, we are going to pin. I know Comtois is going to go in the top 5, but he might not be available. So we got to look at some other options. I know Strome could maybe get. There's also a two-way forward in here. It's not showing up here, though, so you must not have scouted him very much. That's really good. So, I don't know. Let me know if we should get the first line center or a good defensive prospect. What should we do with our second pick? Do we go goalie? We have some goalie prospects, though. Let me know everything, guys. We'll do a little bit of a league recap next episode, like the Stanley Cup, the awards, all that good stuff. And we're going to do the draft. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you tune in for next episode. And, yeah.